how do you guys feel about the news? It's not very sexy usually, is it?
Not really. We sort of just
Right.
ramble on. I think Abe, we might need to mix it up a little bit.
I think so too, Regan. I mean, it's the equivalent of turning on, this is probably a pretty outdated reference now, but turning on TV1 or TV3 and seeing, what's his face, Walrus, Mark Sainsbury, or Heather Duplessis Allen and Duncan Garner just waffle on about some nonsense and just, it's a bit dry. I've done something different with the news this week, guys. I have created a quiz. Officially titled 7 Days and Up to But Not Exceeding Another 7 Days. So I hope you've been knocking up on your knowledge of the news in the last 2 weeks.
I haven't.
I have not either, but we'll give this a shot anyway.
That is absolutely brilliant to hear. All right, so you've each got yourself a buzzer there. Do you want to test those out? That was you, Balthazar?
Yep.
That's me.
That's Regan. All right, we're good to go. So essentially, I've assigned a point total for each one of these questions.
Okay.
And I'll read you out the question, and then I'll read you out the point total, and then once I've finished reading out the point total, you guys can buzz in.
So we have to wait until the point total is done?
I mean, you can buzz in beforehand if you want. There will be more points given for more, dense answers, the answers that I'm looking for. So okay. I would wait until the point totals are read out.
Do we get bonus points if we just try hard? Like, for example, if I don't know
Kiwi Kids Triathlon Participation Medal.
Yeah.
Is that what you're after?
Yeah, that sounds like a bit of me. If we can have maybe a couple of points divvied out for that.
I'll tell you what, that's not good for kids. That's not good for showing kids what the real world's like. And I won't be having any of it.
All right. Okay, good. All right.
You'll get no blimmin' Australian maths participation nonsense with me. Right, here we go. So, question 1. Which beloved franchise announced a themed PS4 at Tokyo Game Show earlier this week? This is worth 1 point. Regan.
Final Fantasy 15.
That is correct, Regan. 1 point to you, sir.
Boom.
You should have got that. Yeah. I should have even talked about it earlier. I said you could win it on the site.
All right. Question 2. We've got 10 questions, by the way.
Okay.
I just made it clear. So, I'll just read out the news story to go with that one, just so people get a bit more of a background. So, PlayStation is celebrating its storied history with the Final Fantasy franchise by releasing a Final Fantasy 15 bundle, which includes a custom PS4 Slim, Final Fantasy 15 Steelbook, controller, Kingslab Blu-ray DVD, and bits of DLC. That'll be coming November 29th, and it's available exclusively to GameStop. So that will be EB in New Zealand. So obviously no one's going to buy it. Let's move on to question 2. All right. How did Hideo Kojima describe Death Stranding in terms of its gameplay? Now, I'm looking for 4 keywords here, and there's 4 points up for grabs.
So if we give...
Buzz in. You got to buzz in.
You can ask a question if you want.
I'm questioning your question. If we
Alright.
give just like 1, is that a point?
That's 8 points, yeah.
Okay, so he said he wants it to be, I'm trying to think of the exact word he gave, not free, but give a sense of freedom.
Well, you get 1 point from that, Balthazar. You got one of the key words. Yes, Regan?
Did he mention the world? Did he say it was an open world?
That is correct. That's
Yes.
that's 2 of the words I was looking for. I won't count that as a compound word. That's 2. Yep.
Did he say it was a multiplayer or cooperative experience?
That's not the ones I'm looking for, I'm afraid. There's one word that you guys both haven't said.
Good.
Regan.
Did he say it was going to have Norman Reedus in it?
No, Norman Reedus was not the word I was looking for.
Damn it.
We'll probably cap that one off there. The fourth word I was looking for. So this is the full sentence. He described it as open world with a degree of freedom.
Yes.
Degree of freedom. So I don't really know what that means, but apparently it's going to have a degree of freedom.
Well, not complete freedom.
Not complete freedom, apparently.
Just
So,
some.
Kojima spoke at Tokyo Game Show detailing a couple of new details on Death Stranding, including that it would be open world to an extent. He also then rambled on some nonsense about sticks, rocks, and rope all being weapons of the past, and how his game was going to involve some sort of joining together of the minds and people holding onto the same rope. I don't know. It was absolute nonsense. He then also put up a graphic on screen that showed a sort of chibi version of himself, Guillermo del Toro, Norman Reedus, and what looked like Mads Mikkelsen, who's the new Hannibal Lecter, holding hands. So it looks like not really. I'm not really too sure what
Get
we
her
can
in, guys. Get her in a bit closer. Bit closer. Okay, smile.
It was very, very strange. But yeah, so that's all well and dandy. Question 3, guys. Earlier this week, The Last Guardian was announced as delayed until December this year. Now, if and when it does release, how many years will it have been since it was first announced? This is worth 1 point. Regan.
I'm gonna guess and say 6.
No, unfortunately, that's not what I was looking for.
Alright, I'm buzzing there. Again, we don't know, it's just a one guess each game. I'm going to say 10.
Ooh, you're just off. Unfortunately, it was 9.
Oh,
9 years.
close.
The Last Guardian was announced in February of 2007.
Wow.
So it's been a while, and the sort of February this year, The Last Guardian will have been in development for 9 years. This still pales in comparison to Duke Nukem Forever, which was first announced in 1997, released in 2011, and turned out to be a massive pile of shit.
Yeah.
So, unfortunately, no points for anyone there, but we'll move on. Upon reveal, the PS4 Pro was lacking one key feature people thought was a given.
Damn it.
This is worth 1 point.
It was the fancy ass disc player.
Ooh, I can't accept that. I'm afraid. Balthazar.
A 4K Blu-ray movie player.
It is correct. The 4K Blu-ray player.
Come on. That's
This
pretty
was-
fancy ass.
This was thought to be included with the new system there. Unfortunately, it was revealed not to include a 4K Blu-ray player, the PS4 Pro. Despite no one actually owning DVDs anymore, people were absolutely livid. So it's obviously another case of internet mentality where people are angry at something they wouldn't even use.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, Sony, that's put you down a few pegs in people's eyes. We'll move on to the next question here. Now, this is one you guys should all know because I know we all love the Xbox One. Xbox One platformer ReCore was released earlier this week to a very mixed reception. As of right now, without going on the internet, I trust you guys, what's its average score on Metacritic? Now, this will give you up to 10 points.
6.3.
6.3?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a tough. It's a. No, I'll give that to you. So you were saying 6.3 out of 10, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's 63. You got
Oh, that was a complete guess. Like,
got a bang
I've
on.
I've been looking at general grading criteria that people give to things, and controversial or mixed is generally meaning it's on the low end of things, low end being less than 7, because no one likes to give less than 7. But typically, a 0.3 is always in there.
Yeah,
I don't know.
63. I was weighing up whether to give it to you because it was 63. But no, that's exactly right. If you convert it to out of 10 as opposed to out of 100, 6.3 is bang on. So you get 10 points for that.
Oh, good.
Absolutely smashed it. Right, moving on to the next one. Following the trend of Japanese IPs being delayed, Kingdom Hearts 2.8 won't be coming out this year. What's its new release date? And I want the month and the year for up to 2 points.
I did year.
I want to say February 2017.
You get 1 point with that one, Balthazar. Regan, do you want to chime in?
I'm going to say April 2017.
Well, you both get 1 point. It was 2017. The new month is January.
Oh.
So not too long to wait for that one. So we've got the people who are pretty pissed about this one. Even more so that Kingdom Hearts 3 wasn't mentioned at all during TGS. Needless to say, Square Enix has some splaining to do. People are very irate from what I can see online.
At least they put up a nice new trailer to break the news for 2.0.
It's true, they did, and what a kick in the teeth it was when that January 2017 came up on the trailer. Now this one's a bit more cryptic, so listen carefully. Which revolving PS2 classic is looking to be coming to the PS Store soon? 1 point for this one. Regan.
Revolving classic. Crash Bandicoot?
No, unfortunately it's not what I'm looking for. Remember to listen to the which revolving PS2 classic is looking to be coming to the PS.
Red Dead Revolver?
That is correct. That is Red Dead Revolver. This appeared briefly on the Australian PlayStation Store with a release date of September 13th. It's now September 18th, so I'm not sure what's going on there. It's since been pulled down and the offending employee beaten mercilessly, I would assume.
Yeah.
So that
We're
is
on the boat.
that is 1 point for you, Regan, there. All right. Sonic, everyone's favourite console mascot, will be making a controversial return to console next year. What will be the name of the rodent's newest 2D adventure? 2 points for both words.
God damn it.
Balthazar.
2 points, I'm assuming a point for a word.
Point for a word, that's
I'm gonna
correct.
Say Sonic.
Yep, you got 1 point.
2D.
Unfortunately not. Not what I was looking for.
No
Regan.
one of them, Regan. You get at least one.
Nah, I don't know. You can have that one.
Do you not want to get it 1 point for just saying Sonic, Regan?
Okay.
Yep.
Sonic
Yep.
Stories.
Unfortunately not. No, Sonic Stories is not the one I was looking for. The correct name of the game is Sonic Mania. It is the 2D. Sonic fans are once again holding out for something that isn't complete nonsense. Unfortunately, it looks like Sega just can't help themselves, and Mania comes alongside yet another gritty 3D Sonic game, which looks to be about as good as you would imagine.
Yep.
So close.
Is he going to be King Arthur again?
Well, we'll just have to see. I'm not entirely sure. Watch the trailer for the 3D Sonic and weep quietly to yourselves. Recommend. Playground Games' third iteration in the Forza Horizon series will be out later this month. But on which continent will the game take place? Regan.
It will be in Australia.
That is correct. It is on the West Island over there with our friends in Aussie. Actually looks to be quite a good game. I've never been to Australia before, despite only living 2 hours away by plane. And I think I might continue that trend and maybe just pick up Forza Horizon for PC if it ever, the Xbox Play Anywhere thing ever comes around. But yeah, looks interesting. I mean, it would be offensive to take a car and plow it into Uluru. I'm wondering if they would allow you to do that.
I wonder if they have, because in Australia you've got to be watching out for rogue kangaroos and things. I wonder
That's
if they
true.
have that in the game.
That would be pretty cool, but would turn it into more of a Carmageddon / Grand Theft Auto.
I suppose.
Imagine.
Yeah.
Probably the rating would be moved up for needless animal cruelty. So we're up to the last question here. So you guys get ready. This is worth up to 4 points.
Ooh.
Yeah. So I want you to name 3 new features. Oh, sorry, 4 new features. That was stupid. In the PS4 4.0 firmware update released earlier this week. Balthazar.
So creating folders.
Yep, that's one.
Does the complete rehaul count? Like, as in when you're in a game, the actual kind of cross menu you bring up when you hold the button down, how it has the ability to look at what trophies you still need to unlock from the game with the game still playing?
Not one I would count really as a new feature. I mean, that's debatable, but it isn't one I've got written down, so I'll have to say no.
All right. Oh no, that already was a feature. Another key one. I just remembered it already existed. No, I'm out. I don't only have.
Okay,
folders.
just the folders. Yep. Regan.
Okay, well, there's folders.
Yep.
There's HDR support.
It is correct. There's HDR support.
There's HDR support.
It is correct. There's HDR support.
You can have more people in the communities. You can have up to like 100,000 people in like a
Can you
community.
use those things?
I don't know that anyone used them. Is that one you've got on your list?
Yeah, it is one I've got on my list. Yep.
And I don't know what the other one is.
There's one more you guys haven't touched on there.
Well, you didn't even write down the only one I cared about, which is checking trophies while you're playing the game.
Yeah,
The list is shit.
The last one is you can use a screenshot you've taken as a cover image to
Oh
personalize
yeah, I even did
your
that.
profile.
I have a picture of Geralt fucking crying. If you go to my profile on PS4 and look, yeah, I set a cover image. Oh, I didn't even think about it.
Of a weeping girl.
Yeah, it's great. There was another one as well, which obviously it's not a proposed feature because they don't want to acknowledge that their system was complete dog shit before. But everything just runs better now. Like bringing up the menus within games, there's no delay anymore. There's no lag or anything. Like the PlayStation Store opens much faster. You can start and stop downloads much faster. Everything just runs the way you would expect it to now, instead of running like dog shit.
Yeah, no, it definitely does. I've noticed that as well. There's not much input lag anymore, maybe none. That's cool. I wouldn't really count it as a feature, but yeah, definitely an overhaul. An overhaul of the UI in general and stuff like that. So that brings us to the end of 7 days and up to but not exceeding another 7 days. And the total scores at the end of this first week. Balthazar, you're leading the pack with 17.
What?
Yeah, he got 10 points for the 6.3.
Yep.
And Regan, you're on 9.
Oh, miserly 9.
Hey, it's it could be anyone's game.
Yeah.
I'm going to chuck in some questions in the coming weeks with just arbitrary point values, so you never know. There might be one worth like 47.
Excellent.
Yeah. So yeah, that's been the first week. Hopefully that's been entertaining for people. It's been a good lot for us. We'll see you guys again in 2 weeks. Take care out there.
Ciao.